What's up, everybody? So today is November 12th, 2018. And that's very important for this video because we're going to be talking about what is the better buy, silver or gold. And the reason why that date is important, because if you're watching this video November 12th, 2030, then the situation might be a little bit different than what we're in right now. Right now, the gold to silver ratio is 85-1 or somewhere around there. So Salivate Metal had an interview with a very, very great interview with Jonathan from Monument Metals. And Salivate Metal has been doing these interviews. If you guys are not aware of this, I'm sure most of you probably already are, but he's been having these interviews with Provident Metals, the first one, and his second interview with the online bullion dealers was with Jonathan from Monument Metals. And what I want to talk about in this video is the question that I asked Jonathan from Monument Metals. So in these interviews that Salivate Metal has been doing, the first part of the interview is set questions, prepared questions that he wants to ask these dealers. Then after he's done with that, he goes on to the side chat and he takes questions from the side chat. So what I want to talk about is my questions. There was two of them that I asked Jonathan from Provident Metals, and he answered them pretty brilliantly, by the way. So the first question was, is silver or gold the better buy? And there was a second part of the question is, does the silver to gold ratio, in your opinion, as a bullion dealer, as the owner of a precious metal company, does the silver to gold ratio matter? And he went on to answer. He said silver at these prices, in his opinion, is the better buy. And yes, the silver to gold ratio does indeed matter. But then he said it all depends on what is your motivation in buying these precious metals. That's the first question you should ask yourself. But in history, if you go back and look at history, I made a video probably about 6 months ago, maybe it was a little bit longer, it was earlier this year, on the silver to gold ratio. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, I had to put my cat away. So I did a video earlier this year about the silver to gold ratio, and I showed you in that video that yes, the silver to gold ratio has been up to 80-1 before. Now I believe this is the highest, 85-1, I believe it is right now. 85-1 is the highest, I believe, that it's really ever been. But I could be mistaken on that. But I have to go back and look at that. But I believe 85-1 is the highest that it's ever been. But every time in history that it's gone up to 78-1 or around 80-1, it's always kicked back down to about 65-ish to 1. So Jonathan kind of touched on that a little bit. And also, I mean, he also said, but if you are ready to retire right now, then gold, he says gold is definitely probably the way he would push you towards is the gold. But if you're younger and if you have years and years and years to retire, silver right now is cheap. Silver is cheap, and this is what I've been trying to say in many of my videos, and that's why I've been stacking silver a lot harder than I've been stacking gold, is because right now, in my opinion, silver's a discount. Silver is on sale. I mean, a lot of people walk into department stores, or they go into a dealership and they want to find the very, very best deal. Well, right now, silver's on sale. Gold, in my opinion, is a very, very expensive as it's related to silver. Now, if you're strictly looking at the price, I guess you could look at gold and look at silver and say they're both kind of cheap right now. But it takes 85 ounces right now of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. So, the other thing is, he said, if you're older, and I guess I already said this, but he said if you're older, if you're ready to retire, gold is your more natural hedge. And silver's a little bit more volatile. So if it's something that you're going to need right now, then go. And if you have the money to invest in gold, then go the gold route. But if you have time to wait and you don't have to sell right now, then silver is probably the better deal. So in my opinion, I'm gonna continue at these prices when I can afford it. Right now, I'm not buying so much because I don't have the funds available, and I believe you do have to be, responsible and not sink all your money into these precious metals. And there has to be some money for emergencies. Silver and gold, as much as we look at them as real money, they're not gonna buy you things unless you sell and then go and buy your whatever you need. The other question that I asked, which I kind of don't 100% agree with, is what do you think about buying silver to trade for gold? And he said that he wasn't a fan of buying silver to trade for gold because you're gonna pay a premium when you buy the silver, and then you're gonna pay another premium when you buy the gold. But I think that if you're buying silver today, and then you're walking into your local coin shop or wherever and you're trading in for gold, then yeah, you're gonna lose quite a bit of money doing it that way. But my thinking is, if you're buying silver today at the ratio of 85 to 1, and then the ratio, a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years from now is 50 to 1, then how is that a losing proposition? I think so I'm definitely stacking silver, right now. And my plan is not to go into my local coin shop tomorrow and go and trade for an ounce of gold. My plan is to, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I just hang on to the silver. But if the ratio ever got to 50 to 1, 60 to, whenever it gets to 60 to 1, 65 to 1, then yeah, then I might take, part of my stack, part of my silver stack, not all of it, because I really do like the metal, the precious metal silver, and most of it I'll probably hang on to, but part of it I might trade for some gold, and I don't think that there's a real problem with that. So anyway, that is my video. I think this video's been plenty long enough. Let me know what you guys think, and please like, comment, subscribe. And if you don't like this video, by all means, give me the thumbs down. But if you do like this video, hit me with a thumbs up. And I appreciate everybody for watching. And I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.